Battlefield 6 just launched its beta, and if you had an access code, you got in on the 7th and 8th. This is going to open up to everyone else on the 9th and 10th, and then again on the 14th through the 17th. So it's going to be 2 full weekends, and if you were actually lucky enough to get in right away, like when it launched, as I was, around 1 a.m. my local time, you were probably met with something like 200,000 plus people in the queue trying to get into servers all at once. That's just insane to me. I've never been up at 1 a.m. with 200,000 other people trying to get into a game, specifically a beta. Outside of like maybe Warzone's launch back in March 2020, I can't really remember that type of hype around both games like that. After finally getting in and actually playing for a day, I really expected it to feel a lot like Battlefield 2042 in terms of movement and gunplay, but it doesn't. This is way closer to like a Battlefield 4 with a little bit of 2042 sprinkled in. Things like sliding plus a new prone and leaning mechanic that kind of feel pretty good and natural. The gunplay is not overly hard, but it's not a laser beam either. Attachments matter, specifically a lot more than I thought they would. Instead of just slapping on everything you want, there's a new point system. You get a pool of 100 points to spend, and each attachment costs a different amount. That means you really have to think about what your build is going to be, whether you want more range or better handling. You can't max everything, so it's about finding the balance. I like it. It's a small change that adds more depth to it. Before you just, added what attachments you wanted without even really thinking about it. The time to kill feels pretty solid. As someone who's been playing Battlefield for over 15 years, this honestly feels more like a classic Battlefield. There is one thing that stood out for me. Right now, there's a lot of Warzone and Call of Duty style sweats in the lobbies. Ignoring revives, rushing for kills alone, bunny hopping, sliding everywhere, not playing the objective. It's not game breaking. It's been like that for a while, but it can be frustrating. And I know, I play Call of Duty too. I play aggressively sometimes, but I've also played Battlefield long enough to know that there's different styles to the games and the pacing and what the objectives are. It can be frustrating, especially to newer players who are just trying to experience Battlefield and they're not having an equal chance to have the full experience of the game. Something I really do like in Battlefield 6 is the new revive system, specifically for your squad mates. I'm not talking about the defibrillators. This time, instead of just running up and reviving your squad mates while they're just laying out in the open like a sitting duck, you can actually drag them to cover while reviving them. It doesn't sound crazy, but for the immersion aspect and the gameplay, that's awesome. I had moments where grenades were blowing up walls in front of me, bullets and rocket launchers were flying past my head, and I'm just dragging this random guy behind cover like some freaking Monster Energy Marlboro cigarette fueled infantryman, just trying to survive long enough to get back to his wife and lease a freaking Hellcat.
What?
It's chaotic and I love it. I haven't put in enough time yet to start nitpicking every little thing. There is one thing I didn't really vibe with, and that's more of a personal thing. This is classic Battlefield. It's playing Conquest, specifically on Liberation Peak, one of the new maps. It didn't really click with me. It felt like no matter what you did, the capture points were getting spammed by snipers and tanks constantly. It wasn't unplayable, but it definitely did get annoying, but I'm used to it. That's classic Conquest. This map just felt specifically more tailored to sit and camp in tanks and snipers. It's nothing new. I'm not complaining about the game. It's just something that I'm personally kind of just not looking forward to, that specific map. But I can get past it. Anyways, that's pretty much it for my first impressions. I'm really looking forward to everyone actually being able to play and load in this weekend. I'm really excited for the full release too, especially the campaign. But anyways, let me know what you think in the comments. If you're still watching, thank you. Subscribe. Do all the whole mumbo jumbo. Thanks for watching.